say I ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Cause I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Josh Terry podcast. Promise this episode won't be about drama. This one's about fun, food, family, just a good time. So I want to introduce y'all to Miss Lori, who owns one of my favorite little restaurants around here. Home cooking, good food. She's been a sponsor for the show, and that's not just why I'm kissing her butt right now. It's literally really good food. If you were a little bit closer, I would drive to Alamo for lunch almost every day.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I go through to Warner Robins, I'm just going to have to swing through and throw some more food at you every single week. Yes.
Tell them the name of the restaurant, address, phone number, all that good stuff real fast.
Okay, it's Lori's Dive-In, 8 Commerce Street, Alamo, Georgia. We are right beside the fire department. We share the alley with the fire department and the police department. We've got, we do everything as it's ordered, so it's not fast food, but we are pretty fast. But everything's made to order, home cooking. We've got a drive-through. We're in the process of trying to deliver eventually to like local businesses, but we're still working on that one.
Well, I very much like it. And to help with everything in here today too, I forgot to introduce probably the star of the show, Gracie Terry.
Hi.
You ready to taste test some food here in the next little bit?
Yes.
I can't get her to do anything, but when I said that you were bringing some food, and she asked me like,
she was on it.
Yeah, she asked me. Gracie doesn't really listen to the show, but she helps me with like some of the sponsors, commercials, and everything. And she heard where I've done yours, and so she kind of got excited. She was like, "All right, well, if you're gonna sit there and talk about good food, then maybe."
Well, one thing I like about that, these girls are honest, brutally honest.
She's too honest.
That's okay.
She's mean. She's definitely a mean little butt. But anyway, so thank you, Gracie, for coming to help with this. I had to bribe you with food, but.
I like food, so.
Well, from now on, I know how to get you in here.
That's right.
Well, how long have you been in business? Because I think you're coming up on the same anniversary I am, right?
We are. October the 5th, we will hit our 2-year mark. We started right before the fullness of the pandemic hit. We were told, even by my financial advisor, probably not a good time. And I was like, I don't know. I just felt like it was the right time, and we went with it. And one thing you got to do, you got to eat. So, we just ran with it, and we care about the people. We're serious about the food, and I just don't give up. It's just not in my blood. So
yeah, like I fussed about this a lot, especially here in Cochran, because we just got 2 new restaurants coming. Like Gracie even knows I'm finna bitch. Like one, they brought us 2 more fast food places, and I don't really like fast food. I end up having to eat it. Me being a single guy, lives alone, unless Gracie's at the house, there's no reason for me to cook. Like, I like to cook, but at the same time, that bill, every time you go to the grocery store now with the way that inflation and everything else is, it's ridiculous.
You really can. I mean, for the most part, you can eat out cheaper than, going to buy everything to make it yourself.
Yeah, especially to make it good.
Right.
Yeah, like to really do the deal. Yeah, it's rough.
You're right.
And then my biggest thing with any restaurant is the customer service.
Oh my God.
Me too.
Yeah.
He fussed at Subway the other day.
I literally have been thrown out of a Taco Bell.
Many times. A couple times.
I've been asked to leave like twice, but I actually really got asked to leave one time. And the Subway here in Cochran, I made a Facebook post about it. I embarrassed the shit out of Gracie.
If I wasn't so busy, I would have seen that, but somehow I missed that.
The worst restaurant in the state of Georgia is right here in Cochran, and it's Subway.
Oh, my goodness.
If Subway, and I like Subways.
Mm-hmm. Subway's yummy.
Yes, I like Subways. It's not that it's Subway food. It's the people in there.
Oh, yeah. That can kill it for you. It doesn't matter how good the food is.
I ordered, first off, I can't stand it if I tell you what I want and it's very basic
And you can't
And
get
2
that
seconds later, you ask me what I want again.
right. Oh, yeah.
Like
You weren't
as you're
listening to start
making the
with.
sandwich, and
It's like you have one job.
Yeah, like that's your one job. You're a sandwich artist. It says it on
Right,
your
yeah.
shirt. Be a freaking sandwich artist, right? But when we was in there, I literally ordered a wrap. First off, when the woman got the wrap, I was already kind of pissy. What did she do, Gracie?
She like grabbed the wrap and she wiped it on her pants.
What?
The wrap literally, she gave so
think I had
little.
chill
Yeah,
bumps,
she
like,
gave
already.
literally so little about her job. She cared about what she was doing so little. And when she got the wrap out of the oven or whatever, it wiped across her nasty ass pants.
Oh, no.
And I'm already like, I'm not eating this.
Right.
So I'm already ill at this point. But Gracie, she really wanted Subway that day. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to throw this away. I'm not going to bitch about it.
Yeah.
There was too many people in there. I didn't want to cause a scene yet.
Right.
Then they messed up Gracie's order. Like, they didn't put something on. They put ham instead of turkey
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So, like, lady, I just told you.
Right.
Gracie gets turkey, cheese, and mayonnaise.
I don't get cheese.
No, she just gets turkey and cheese. Or turkey
No,
and mayonnaise,
turkey
I mean.
and
Turkey and
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty
it's not hard.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's to me, that's less work you have to do
It
it
is,
being such a
really.
simple-ass order. Then we got to where they put all the stuff on it or whatever. And at this point, she probably doesn't know that I'm not going to eat it. And I'm probably still thinking in my head, I might say the hell with it because I'm hungry.
might, yeah.
And this might eat it, this whatever. But the way she starts putting like the condiments and stuff on it,
Oh my.
the lack of shit she gave.
Yeah.
And then I had to ask for something extra on it, and she just had an attitude. And then when she went to put something on Gracie's or whatever,
It was mayonnaise.
it was just mayonnaise, one squirt. And I was
no.
just like, you know what? The hell with this. I walked out, and as I'm walking out, I'm like, take a little pride in your job.
Well, I'm gonna give you an example, like just with that, and it might, some people think I go a little overboard, but even our mayonnaise bottles, our condiment bottles, they don't just have one spout. There's like 3. They're the coolest bottle. It's crazy when you get excited about things like this. So that when you're actually putting it on the sandwich, like a sub, you're like moving it back and forth, and it's literally everywhere. And if you cut a club, you don't want to cut it. Somebody puts a little drop in the middle, because when you said that, I'm picturing, that whole club, you cut the corners, and then it's literally one bite, and then you have nothing anywhere
Yeah,
else. So you
exactly.
have to think about that stuff. But I tell my guys, you look at this like you're about to sit down and eat it.
Absolutely.
If you would not eat this, do not put it out there for my people. Don't do it.
I know that when I went, because you've brought me food, but I've went to your restaurant like before too, and the couple times I've been there, the customer service, like, you already feel at home anyway, because you got like a little
That was the
homey
whole
place.
point, yeah.
It's homey. I like the hell out of it. And the girls that you had working there, they were just so nice. Like this is going to make me sound like a horrible person. I don't like it when a waitress or waiter is overly nice and aggravates me while I'm eating.
Oh, yeah.
That happened
Yeah.
in Tennessee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You want that attention. They've got to make sure they know what you want, but
Yeah.
then you got to back off and let them eat.
Let
Then
me
go back
eat.
a little while, make sure that,
Yeah, that's
check
it.
on you, but don't be in your face when you're trying
I've
to eat.
never had that problem at your place.
Thank you.
And like and look, I guess what I really like besides about the food being good though is customer service is good. Seems like you have an eye for detail. You make sure the stuff is right. This is going to sound weird. We got a place here in town. I'm not going to say the name of the place because I like it, but I'll tell you when we get done. Quit being. We're not calling anybody out. I already done enough of that shit today. I don't like it like if I order a wrap and I order a grilled chicken wrap or something like that, and you put the smallest piece of chicken in the world in it. Like it doesn't. Everybody
Right.
gets mad about she's got a bag of Funyuns up there. Used to back in the day, if you opened up a bag of Funyuns, it was filled to the top.
No.
Right.
Now
there's
it's
like this.
Now
much.
it's halfway
Oh,
filled
yeah.
because that margin line or whatever.
Right.
People's thinking, take a little less out of this one, we can sell
Yeah.
another bag or whatever. That's what I feel like at some places. That
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not giving you. It's not the food.
The quality's got to be,
Yeah.
and it needs to be consistent. Like if
Yeah.
you get a wrap today, when you go back next week, it needs to have the same amount in it. It does.
Yeah,
Consistency matters.
There's not many places that are like
Yeah.
that. I like people that have an eye for detail, that give that attention.
Seriously, if you look
Yeah.
at everything you put together, like I'm about to eat this.
Yeah.
That's how you have to do that. It's that simple. Just look at it like I'm about to sit down and eat this. And if you're not going to be happy with it, they're not going to be happy with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, the only fast food place that I think that actually gets that is Chick-fil-A. I think I think they're the only ones.
They're good,
I haven't met another one, which we obviously don't have access. I don't have access to all the restaurants around here. But the only fast food place that really cares is Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And with y'all being where you're at, I don't think there's any fast food places, right?
No, not really. Not unless you go to McRae or somewhere.
Yeah. So you being right there, it's worth going over there. Like
well,
it's worth being like taking a couple minutes out of your trip if you're around that area.
Actually had a few. We've had several come from like Warner Robins, Macon, different areas that have seen us on Facebook, and they'll look at some of the reviews and everything like, you know what, that's something that you were out traveling day. Let's go by there and check it out. That makes me feel good, especially if they've like, well, it was worth coming, from Warner Robins, and I'm like, what, So that's where you want to be. You don't expect it when you're in a small town, but the whole idea was, okay, I know my menu's huge. It really is, and a lot of people are like, how's it so big and you're able to do that in this little place? I'm like, well, we're a small town, but we've always had to travel if we wanted fried pickles or fried cheesecake or, Buffalo's used to have fried cheesecake a long time ago. There's no Buffalo's near us anymore. And so I thought about it. I was like, well, I mean, we're small, but we should be able to have all of those things here because we can't always leave, So that's how things kind of grow.
I think that's really smart not to limit yourself to a certain style of food or
and not
whatever.
do the same thing that the next guy's doing next door. You got to do something completely different, And, they think, well, that's really a lot. But it's really not so hard because everything's fresh. So we have this huge prep table. So anything from sandwiches to pizzas, whatever we do, it's in that same, coming from that same case. So it's really not that bad.
Yeah, I like that. And then, I don't know if you paid attention to this, but I know a lot of the people that I've talked to that when I go to other places will bitch about it a little bit, is when COVID came around, it's like it killed every type of like personal feel or good feel in a restaurant. It's hard to go to certain places and still get that same treatment or whatever. Right. I like your place because of that. Like it's almost like your place never got COVID.
Right.
In my mind, like it never got to have to run through that shit.
Well, one thing that I can say I had, that actual building was my salon for 19 years. And then we always wanted to have a restaurant. And I was like, well, if I'm going to do this, we need to do it now. And so I downsized the salon, moved a building next door. And right before COVID hit, I said, well, I'm going to start working on this. And it was just the timing. So when everyone else, for 2 months, there was no hair. You couldn't do anything. So I just put my boots on, went in next door and just started knocking down walls. And I'm like, well, we're going to do this. And having that feel, having the state come in all the time and just inspect everything, I already had that in me. That was already in me to do that. So I already knew what to do. And if anybody got sick, I mean, we took the precautions. We sent them home. We waited the time. But it almost feels like we were untouched by it. We just recently had one employee that got sick, but she was out of work for about 4 or 5 days before she got sick. And then she just stayed home. And so we've been really fortunate. We really have. But we keep up that same practice like we always did with the salon. And, we just don't take chances.
Well, good. That you shouldn't, though. I mean,
no, you shouldn't.
In the industry that you're in,
but you can't live in fear. You can't live in fear, and you can't just stop loving people because there's something out there. Because there's always going to be something else.
Well, I mean, you said it when we started. Everybody's still going to be hungry.
Yeah, still going to be. You got to eat.
Yeah,
I mean, so just do everything right and take care of the people. Like that's my whole mentality. It's like you have to take care of these people. So.
And I'm glad.
They're the ones that's paying your bills.
Yes, thank you.
You got to take care of them. You got to make them happy.
I fuss about that mess all the time.
If not, don't do it. Go home. Don't do this. Do something else.
Yeah. See, that's what I know. That's what pisses me off so bad about fast food places. Is I understand that you have to. Some of those people are working there because they have to, right? I mean, I don't think anybody definitely wants to have a forever job in fast food. It's a starter job. I mean, we've all probably had a job. One of my real good friends who's a nurse now, like an RN, she started off at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, and putting her way through school and everything. So, I mean, it's a starter job.
It is.
But I tell Gracie this. Gracie, what is our saying? And don't mess it up. What's our saying when it comes to attitude?
Attitude is everything.
Yes. Can you say a little bit louder and clearer?
Attitude is everything.
Thank
it
you.
is. Yeah.
So attitude's everything. That's what, every time she fusses, anytime she complains, whatever.
Well, people feed off of that.
Yeah. So,
if they walk in the door and you're in a bad mood or you act like you hate your job, I mean, they're going to be like, well, why are you here?
Well, that's what I've tried to explain to Gracie. Like, and even with these people that work in fast food, or even that day at Subway we were talking about a while ago, your actions and your attitude, if I'm the boss of that business, even if my life is falling apart before I walk in there, nobody needs to know because you've got customers and you don't know what they're going through or what they're dealing with or whatever. It should be your job if you're in the restaurant industry. You are in customer service 24 hours a day while you're at work.
And it is a job of servitude.
Yes.
It is a job of servitude. When you walk in there, you're there to serve those people. That's what your job is, servitude, period. So either you can handle it or you can't. If you can't handle it, they shouldn't suffer for it.
See, that's exactly how I feel. If you don't want to work in customer service, go to Walmart.
Yeah.
Go to somewhere else.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and think that working in the food industry is just like a simple thing.
It's not. I can go ahead and tell you guys, there's nothing glamorous at all about the restaurant business.
Except when you're eating it.
That's right. It's high pressure. It's fast. You got to keep it going. But like you said, attitude's everything. If you walk in that door and you just look like you lost your best friend, then that one person that came in there for that pep up and just sit down and enjoy themselves, they're already feeling like, oh, should I sit down? Like, what's going on? I mean, it's about them. It's got to be about them.
Yeah, those people that are just, they ruin it for me.
They do.
Because, I mean, anybody can go home, cook dinner or whatever. If you go to a restaurant, you want a certain experience.
Exactly.
You want a certain
You're
atmosphere.
paying for that, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind paying a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Let's just say we'll throw McDonald's back under the bus. I can go get a double cheeseburger from McDonald's for $1.
Right.
I don't know what a double cheeseburger at your place would cost, but even if it was $10, that $9 is worth the taste, the experience, the service, to everything that you're going to get. Like, that is the way to go, in my mind. Some people want to bitch about it or whatever. The quality of food's going to be better anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But if the service and everything's great, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm the
care
same
paying
way.
an extra $9.
I'm the same way. I go places sometimes and just sit down, which is rare that I get to leave. But when I do, I'll pick my restaurants and I'll sit down and I'll watch everything. Because you can't not watch it when you do this.
Oh, yeah.
But I watch everything and watch everybody. And then I don't necessarily like click a timer and time it. But I'm kind of aware of how long I've sat there and how long it takes for each thing. And what I do with that is I'm able to take it back and be like, man, I thought, 10 minutes to get all of this whole table of 6 people was like a lot. But I sat there 45 minutes. So it really keeps things in a perspective on, are we doing this right? Do we need to step this up? That kind of thing. So I do try to pay attention when I go somewhere.
Well,
make sure we're doing it right.
I mean, you can tell when
or
you
if we can do it better,
You can tell when you come sit down. Well, before we get into taste testing, why don't you tell everybody what you brought us to start off with, and then we'll kind of go into it.
Okay. I brought a pizza 4 ways because we have a buffalo chicken pizza. We have a barbecue pizza. We have, you like buffalo, Gracie?
Yes.
I love buffalo, so I was like, I hope she likes buffalo. And then I did an all meat, and I did a pepperoni on that pizza so that you guys can taste a little bit of everything. I did leave the spinach off because I wasn't sure if you guys, he said you weren't big vegetable people. I brought a barbecue sandwich, and our pork, like I slow cook the pork and do it myself. We don't, order anything like that that's pre-cooked. Our big bacon cheddar, which is plain. It's just, we didn't add any condiments or lettuce or tomato. He says you don't like that. Brought a big bacon cheddar. It's on a ciabatta bun. It's like a 1/3 pound of Angus beef. It's not an institutional patty. I hate to do that to you, McDonald's, but it's not those, it's nothing like that. It's the real deal. I believe there's, wings. I brought lemon pepper. Yes. Our wings are oven roasted and fried. So they should be really good. We brought several sauces so you can make your own, whether it's got buffalo, I've got ranch, I've got garlic parm, that kind of thing, barbecue. Fried pickles and fried Oreos. And there may be something else in there because I did, we were going crazy in there right before I came. So y'all just dig in and tell me what you think.
We're about to in just a second.
Yeah.
While I'm getting this a little bit set up,
okay.
You also offer, like you said, a lot of stuff, a lot of different stuff. So you even got like a keto menu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so kind of tell them about that while I'm getting some of this stuff set up.
Like our keto, we have a lot of people that are watching their weight, not necessarily for that reason, but, diabetic, and there's pretty much anywhere I've went up until we started this, which we've always had a keto option for almost everything. But I felt like it was finally time to like add a little separate menu so that they could actually put their finger on something. And usually it costs you more. Like if you want to eat healthy, if you ever try to go to the store and buy to eat healthy, it's like that's why people give up on it. It just costs too much. So nothing is upscale. Yeah, it's upscale as far as the food, but the price didn't go up because you're trying to be healthy. But we've got like appetizers, salads. I make a keto redneck egg roll, and what that is, it's kind of like a play off of like Sunny's has one, I believe they did years ago, but this is made with instead of the phyllo dough, because you can't have that, it's flour. We use a low carb tortilla, and it's deep fried with barbecue and sharp cheddar and cabbage slaw inside of it. It's really good. There's only like 3 carbs in it. We have a chicken fajita nachos. So we actually cut and fry our low carb tortillas to make nachos out of it with like, the shredded chicken and queso dip and all of that. We make a cheeseburger salad. And you can either pick from like our Angus Philly meat, scattered over it.
Oh, I had the Philly.
Yeah, that's Philly's pretty good, ain't it?
The first time, you like Phillies. Yeah, the first time.
I wish I'd have known I'd have brought her a Philly.
I'm having to get her like to try new stuff.
Oh, yeah,
she's just now getting to where like she'll trust me on food.
Oh, yeah.
She used to wouldn't do it. But
he is serious about the food though. He's not going to try to just like get you to try something.
Yeah,
crazy.
so like that Philly that y'all had, I'm a huge Philly guy.
Me too.
So anywhere I go, if somebody wants to brag on their Philly or whatever, like that's kind of my go-to. Yours was solid. Like
Thank you.
yours was really good.
We really do get that a lot. We've got some guys from New Jersey that come in and they're like, I'm just going to tell you. They'll add bacon to theirs. And I'm like, well, I've never done that, but I'll try that. And they told me that they're working in Georgia for a year, and everywhere they go that has a Philly, they'll try it. And they told us that ours was the best so far. And I was like, I almost cried. Like, that just makes me so happy. That's why we do this.
The thing with Phillies is most places, they'll be way too dry.
Too dry, I know.
That meat is way too dry. You don't want that almost, I don't really know what I would compare it to. But it's not that it's bad.
Right.
But it's just dry.
When it's dry and you feel like you have to put, you have to put something else on it.
I don't want to put nothing on it.
Me either. I want it just like,
Yeah, I got a buddy. He taught me. I guess it's Heinz 57.
We have
if
that
it's
too.
dry, to put the Heinz 57 on it and it's good. I didn't have to do nothing with yours.
Thank you. Yeah, that makes me feel good there. But yeah, we've got a full keto menu. So I mean, anything that anybody wants, they just tell us, and we'll make it work. But we've even got a cheesecake fluff that we started doing. And it has and that's keto. It's totally safe if you're on, any type of diet. And we have like strawberries, because you can have berries on keto. And I order in a special caramel sauce that's sugar free, so we can do chocolate, caramel, or that kind of thing, because they want to have something that they can sit down and eat too and feel like, well, I want a dessert too.
Yeah.
So we just we're adding a little bit here and there, but.
Do you have any like specials that you only do a certain time a month or a week or whatever?
Well, I mean, we change our special out, but like if we're going to do like a big, like let's say if we were going to do like a spaghetti dinner or some type of, Italian thing, or we'll make it a special that day. Okay. But I've started back now that we've got the weather's, well, it's Georgia, so it's bipolar. But right now it's like, it's starting to cool down a little bit. So it's back to soup season. So we'll have a soup every day. And we had our chili and grilled cheese special last week. There was no chili left. I made an army-sized pot.
That just sounds good right
and
now.
I make everything, everything's homemade. We don't get it in a can. We don't do that stuff. So I made that big pot of chili, and by 1 o'clock it was gone. I was like, you're kidding me, And we do like a catfish and shrimp and coleslaw, fries on Friday. Okay. We always do that. And so this Friday, I think we're adding clam chowder to it, too. But we'll offer any suggestions people offer. Well, we'll just make that our special, and we'll do that. So if anybody comes in and they're like, hey, can you make this? I love a challenge. So I'm like,
you do meatloaf?
Yeah, I will.
Hey, look, let me tell you, I'm
weird.
You
like meatloaf?
Oh my God, I don't know why.
Well,
it's one of my obsessions.
I love meatloaf too, and everybody's like, "Hey, meatloaf!" I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I mean, I'm gonna hook you up next time. I'm gonna bring you a meatloaf. That's what you need.
I don't know why. Mm-hmm. But it's just one of those things, and I figured out a couple years ago.
Well, people don't make it anymore. They don't have a clue. Like a fried bologna sandwich.
Oh, we would destroy. I destroy those still.
I would have brought you one of those, because we actually named it after a couple of our coaches at the school, Randy and Sheldon. They are a mess. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, but it is not just a regular slice of bologna.
It's like one of the thick cuts.
It is like a 4-ounce bologna steak.
That one might be too much for me.
No, it wouldn't. It's so good because it's deep fried and then it's got like a fried egg
Yeah.
and
so you just talking my language.
yeah, fried egg
Gracie,
and
you've never had
cheese.
one. I'm telling you.
You're gonna have to try one.
I don't
You
like
would-
bologna.
Yeah,
then.
Gracie,
but you would
I'm
love
telling
this.
you,
It's different. It's not
there's
like
certain,
what you're thinking.
There's certain ways to cook bologna that you've probably never ate because you didn't grow up poor like I did.
Oh, I know, right?
Hey,
But
look, I
it'll
still
bring
to
you
this
back.
day, I got this little thing that I do.
Yeah, you make them like every weekend or something.
No, I haven't made them in months.
You made one like a couple weeks ago because
well,
I
yeah.
saw the.
Oh, he's getting one of these now. It's on.
Whenever I'm craving them for about a week straight, that's all I
you
want.
eat?
And then I won't eat them again for 6 months to a
Oh,
year.
gotcha. Yeah.
But like, 'cause I don't know what it is. It just reminds me of something. But
It does. It's
I
that memory.
love. I love to almost not blacken the bologna, but cut the slits in it to where it's kind of crunchy,
Listen,
but not
it's
quite
this
crunchy.
big like
Oof.
all of my whole thing. Any sandwich, the meat has to fit the bread.
Oh, absolutely.
Every sandwich, the meat has to
Yeah.
fit. You don't have bread in a bite that there's no meat.
Yeah.
So this bologna, and then I say 4 ounces, but when you cook it, I mean, it's about this
Yeah,
thick.
I got you.
And, and we drop it in the fryer and deep fry it. So it curls up. It's got
Oh,
that
boy,
it's better than
yes.
if you put it on
Fry
a skillet
bol-
on the
oof.
oven. I'm
Ooh.
telling you.
Ooh.
And then we cook that egg, break that egg and cook it and put it on there with that cheese on top.
Yeah.
So, and I'm one of those crazy people when it comes to cheese. I don't want the cheese sitting on top of everything.
Yeah.
Like if it's a sandwich you put together, we put the cheese in the
It's
middle.
in the middle so it
and
doesn't
our
mess up your
so
bread.
yeah, and so
I'm
that
the
it
same way.
melts everything
That's literally
together.
how I make mine.
Yeah.
So what I do is what Gracie was talking about is I get the thin crust or the thin bologna, the one that's got the red ring around
Oh,
it,
yeah,
so
you
you
gotta
know that
pull
it's
that
trash.
off.
So you know that
That's
it's
how
trash
this is.
bologna,
We
but it's
cut
good
it.
bologna. And I'll cook 3 pieces. In between of those 3 pieces, I'll do bologna, fried egg, bologna, fried egg.
Look at there. See there? He knows how to eat this sandwich.
Hey, look, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'd rather have that sometimes than prime rib.
Yeah.
There's something about a fried bologna sandwich.
I don't know. It's the
just
comfort
hits.
thing. It really is. I mean,
There'd be somebody that's going to message me after this show.
They're gonna
and
ask
they'd be
you
like,
what's
I
wrong.
haven't ate bologna in years. My
Well,
ass is
see,
going to get bologna right now.
and listen, they came in and they were like, well, what about a fried bologna sandwich? I'm like, are you guys kidding me? They're like, no, we have all this that you want to. Yeah, really. So for like 2 months, they just hounded me and hounded me and hounded me. I said, so I spoke to my food guy, Steve. I said, okay, what do we need to do with this? And he's like, listen, I sell this. Let's order this. I'm like, okay. When it came in, I made it as a special that day. That's how I bring things in.
Yeah.
We made that our special. I was floored on how many people that came in and wanted a fried bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, then after it went crazy like that, of course, we had to name it after them because, that was
Yeah.
their idea. So you can't tell them guys anything now, let me tell you, because their name is on that menu and that bologna sandwich came there because of them. But I wish I'd have known that. We would have brought that too.
Yeah.
I know you can only eat so much, but
I know,
you can
I
cut it
can't
and
wait.
taste it, And our pizza warms up really good too. So if you don't eat it all,
Oh, no,
it's
I
going to
promise.
stay crispy.
I don't know how much we're going to eat now, but so what I'm going to do real fast, folks, is I'm going to pause this for 2 seconds. Y'all ain't going to know I paused it, to be honest with you. I don't know why the hell I'm telling y'all. We're going to pause it, and then we're going to taste test. All right, we're back. I think that's back. There it goes, recording. All right, so which one we're going to start off with first, Grace?
I don't know.
What's that say on top of it? It says lemon pepper.
I can read.
This week is an extremely different week of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I did a show with a chiropractor that sponsors the show,
I had to
wow.
record it.
and he popped my back and went through everything on the show. So now we're getting to eat on the show.
Awesome.
Oh, this is awesome. Oh, Grace, those look good. You get one, I get one, and then
And those are the plain wings right there in that half box. So
Okay.
you can dip if you need to.
okay. So let's just put this right here. All right, you ready? You get one, I get one. No sauce?
I want ranch.
Okay, well, try it without the ranch on it first, though. Might be good enough if I don't need it. You ready? Cheers. Here's lemon pepper wings. That's solid.
Is it good?
I'm not even a big lemon pepper guy.
I love lemon pepper.
That's
And
good.
honestly, I had no idea that you love lemon pepper. It made me feel good that I brought something I knew you liked.
That's all she orders.
Really? Listen, okay, you love buffalo, right? I have a lady that comes all the time. They work at the prison. They're very, very loyal. They're there almost every day. And we'll mix them, however, and she'll get lemon pepper but then dipped in buffalo.
Ooh.
And I thought, that's crazy. That don't even sound good. It is so good. Like, you'll have to do it.
I bet it
I
is
never
good.
would have thought it would be that good, but it changes the taste of it a little bit. But I don't know. It's
I
really
can't remember.
good. You might want
Somebody
to do
got
that.
me to try something that I never thought was going to be. Oh, I like chicken livers.
I do too.
I like crispy fried chicken livers.
Oh, yeah, me too.
In my entire life, are these just the plain ones?
Those are the plain ones, so you can dip them in whatever sauce
Okay.
you want.
So, let's open up this one. So somebody got me not long ago to try chicken livers, but dipped in what was it? Syrup.
Really?
Yeah. No, I'm not playing. Like, cause I've always just mixed up ketchup, mayonnaise, and hot
Oh,
sauce.
yeah. That sounds like me. Yeah.
And but syrup, oh no, it's something about it. It's like with that, I guess, because you got such an iron taste. Mm-hmm. With
I
the
guess
livers.
so. It cuts that down.
Yeah, but it's oh my god.
Huh. Well,
I would have
try
never
it.
thought.
But
Oh, these are good.
I'm pretty adventurous when it comes to food.
So
Not
what
too
sauce?
crazy.
This is what, like a garlic butter?
Yeah, garlic parmesan.
Okay.
I like that.
And what's
and
this
then
one?
buffalo.
I already ate that one.
Look
Did
at
you?
her.
I just tried it.
She's ahead of you.
Oh, those are good. And
Yeah.
this is the barbecue, right? Mm-hmm.
What's this?
You'll like that. It's Parmesan garlic. Shit, I'm gonna have you on the show like
And
every other day.
listen, we'll do a pizza too. Like, some people like pickles, like crazy about pickles, so like
Mm-hmm.
a pickle pizza or something. And we'll put the garlic parmesan as the sauce for the pizza,
Ooh.
and then load it down with the pickles and the sharp cheddar and everything. You'd be surprised, and we pretty much anything like that. If you want a pizza made however you want it, we just call it build a pizza. You can tell us what you want on there, and if we have it, we'll put it on there. If we don't, we will go to the grocery store and have it next time.
What kind of barbecue sauce is this?
I mix it. It's like
good.
a honey barbecue with a mustard mixed. So we mix our own barbecue sauce too.
I can taste you can taste a little bit of that mustard. See, I don't
Yeah.
like vinegar or
I don't
like-
like mustard.
But
yeah,
just plain
but
mustard.
That's
yeah.
good.
Well, like Mrs. Griffin's when I grew up, I
Oh,
had to
yeah.
have Mrs. Griffin's for my turkey, Thanksgiving, everything else. And then honey barbecue's like the next best. I'm like, you know what? We're going to mix something like that. And, and it works.
I wish somebody would figure out what KFC used to do back in the day when they actually had the honey barbecue wings.
Yes, because it
I
was
don't
so
know.
different.
I don't know what that barbecue sauce was,
Huh.
but I've never.
Probably actually had honey in it. And we'll have people, they'll want honey barbecue, but they actually want the barbecue sauce with the honey in there shook up. And that's really good like that too. Is that your fried pickles
Those
or
fried
fried
pickles
ribs?
are solid.
Yeah. They'd be crispier if we didn't travel
Oh,
from Alamo
shit,
to
it's
Cochran,
okay.
but
They're
yeah.
still good.
You
Like
like
'em?
them? And like I said, I brought a barbecue sandwich and we do a loaded fry that is super, super, super popular. But it's the crinkle cut fries. And then we do like a little ranch powder. We do 2 cheeses,
Tell me-
our barbecue, and ranch on top. And that is so great.
I'm gonna cut you a little bit up. Tell me about this burger real fast before we.
Okay, it's a big bacon cheddar. It's on a ciabatta bun. It has grilled onions and a lot of bacon and double cheddar on it. And pretty much if you want anything else added, we add it. And then we have that's one of our farmhouse burgers.
Farmhouse burgers.
Yeah.
When you say farmhouse, what do you mean?
It's huge. It's a big burger.
Cheers.
Made old fashioned way. It's patted out really big, and we serve it on ciabatta. It's a huge burger, and it comes with the fries and the drink for like $10. So it's a big meal. And how we have people that'll get double that. I don't know how they do it because when it's billed all the way up, it's like this big. I don't even know how they do it. But we actually have we named it after different people. But we've got the big bacon cheddar. That's what you're eating, and then we have a Luke's barbecue bacon cheddar, and it's got lettuce, tomato, barbecue sauce, that
just
same
eat the
barbecue
bacon.
sauce. Look at her, she's eating all the bacon out of it. Hey, bacon makes everything better. It really does.
Don't get full off of one. You got to keep going on to the next thing. You eat the rest of it a little bit.
That's why I'm just eating bacon.
Look at her.
So, I like the fact, I'll go ahead and tell you, I don't order bacon at a lot of places or don't put bacon on my stuff at a lot of places because people don't know how to cook bacon.
Yeah, they don't.
I like,
That bacon's good.
my daddy calls it like Yankee bacon. That is barely cooked.
Barely cooked, yeah.
If you
Because when
burn-
it gets too hard and burnt, that's all you can taste is the burnt taste.
I don't want I don't
Yeah.
want mine crispy to where it breaks.
Now, every
apart.
now and then I have people say, oh, I want the bacon crispy, so then we'll
Yeah.
just drop it and we'll make it crispier. But for the most part, you want to be able to taste it, but it not overpower everything else.
So I'm excited about this one.
Well, I'm glad she likes pickles because we put pickles on a barbecue sandwich, though, unless you say you don't want pickles. So
Okay, so I'm big. I mean, I guess everybody is that travels a lot. I'm big into barbecue because everybody's like, oh,
and
good.
picky, yeah,
Yeah.
you have
Let's
to
see what
be.
this is. I'm gonna get a little bit of barbecue sauce because we're just taste testing there, bud.
I see her watching that knife to see, which side of the knife she's going to end up with.
Tastes like the ones we had at Papa's.
Yeah, this is good. All right, there's a guy in Eastman. I don't know if he's still open. Named Tommy Green. That's on this little bitty barbecue stand my whole life.
Oh, is it the little place on the main street there?
It's little, yeah.
Yeah.
And I swear, if it don't taste like his barbecue sandwich, I don't want it. This is good. This tastes like his
Good
barbecue
deal.
sandwich.
I'm glad.
He won't get us fat today.
That'll be okay.
But I don't care.
This will just be the cheat day. How
I'm
about
not.
that?
I'm not worried about shit. Every day's a cheat day for me lately.
That's right. Me too.
Okay. So Grace, we're gonna say the Oreos for last,
Okay.
and you got several different kinds.
And I like
And I do fried Nutter Butters too.
I've never had one of those.
A lot of people have it, but I don't know. I was like, well, some people like the peanut butter, but you can't just, do peanut butter with everybody because of allergies. So,
the only pizza I've ever ate is just pepperoni or cheese.
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna have to venture out. That's got bacon on it,
Whoa.
lots of it. So,
This is like a meat lover, right?
yeah.
Okay, ready?
And after she tastes every one of them, then I'm gonna tell you it's nothing bad, nothing gross, but I'm gonna tell you a little secret about this pizza
good.
crust that you're not gonna believe.
I already know, don't I?
You do probably.
And
yeah.
I can't believe until you just said that. I'm not gonna tell her either.
You'd forgotten, yeah.
Is that what these are? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have never.
It's an awesome thing. You're gonna be surprised. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
It's not bad.
I would never do that to you. I'm not one of those people that sneak with food. I'm going to be honest with you
I'm
about
not.
it.
If she told me before, would I have ate this?
I don't know if I would have.
Because you don't eat vegetables. There's nothing bad.
Mm-mm.
You got it. No.
Is it like made of vegetables?
I knew you wasn't gonna eat the olive, so just take the olive off. I don't.
Yeah.
I've never ate
I'm fitting to try olive for the first time too. You've never ate one? I'll tell you what. Here, I've never ate an olive either. You put that one back.
I
on
think is that the barbecue pizza or is that the.
What's this?
that's just pepperoni and cheese.
Yeah.
Here. I'll tell you what. When I try, me and you both gonna try the olives. Okay.
I've never ate
I haven't ate olive either.
That's the buffalo pizza.
Okay. You ready?
Oh, no, the barbecue. And the buffalo's this one over here with the onion.
That's really good.
It goes together with what else on the pizza. It depends on, because it doesn't go on everything, but it works good with the barbecue.
That is really good.
I don't think I'll ever like olives.
You don't like it?
I don't like olives.
And I think that
This has gotta be
is
the
the
buffalo
buffalo.
one.
Yeah, you got to try that buffalo.
They have kind of a funky taste. I hate olives.
You don't like it? That
You can pick the olives off.
was good. Well, don't eat the whole thing. You got one more try.
Yeah, now your buffalo. Your buffalo chicken.
You ain't gonna wait, Daddy.
I'm hungry, bro.
I didn't eat lunch.
That buffalo pizza is solid.
That is good, ain't it? I
Hell
love
yeah,
it.
it is.
I love it so much.
I mean, that's really good. Much as you like buffalo chicken dip and everything.
It's good, ain't it? That's pretty much what it tastes like, but on a pizza. Okay, now this crust is keto friendly, which means there's only in the entire pizza, there's 12 carbs in the entire pizza. You can sit and eat the whole thing and only get 12 carbs.
It's cauliflower, right?
It has cauliflower in the crust and cheese and chicken and a
Yeah.
few other things. But it stays crispy. It's a thin crust, but it stays crispy. And if you warm it up in the microwave, your crust is still crispy.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
we have people. We were doing like the flour crust with the 10-inch and the cauliflower, and then we had the flour because we have a 7-inch. If you just want a traditional crust, for the 7. But I just stopped working with both, and I said, well, shoot, I'm just going to do all my 10-inch this way, and everybody loves it. You don't bloat after your stomach doesn't hurt after you eat a whole pizza, and people just can't figure it out. But that's really the secret on that 10-inch. So, and unfortunately, we might have some listeners that go, I can't believe that she tricked us, but it's so good.
No, as picky as I am,
I like this
I'm
better
That's
picky
better.
too.
regular.
It
That's-
is
I do.
better.
I ate last night. I kid you not. It's funny that you brought pizza for us to try, talk about. I ate Domino's last night.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only because me and her ate Taco Bell yesterday because I've just been craving this certain burrito that they
yeah.
have. I got a grilled cheese burrito. It's just freaking amazing. And I don't know why because it's just trash for you, but it's good. And then we did like this one chip challenge yesterday.
Ugh.
Yeah, but
That was a one timer, wasn't it? You're not doing that again.
No, never, ever again will I. But after that, I went home, chilled out, and then next thing I know, it's 10 o'clock. And I'm hungry, and there's nothing else open. So I was like, I'm just going to eat Domino's. And I always get thin crust from Domino's.
Yeah.
That right there, cauliflower pizzas are way better than the shit I ate last night from Domino's. Way better. And that's not just because you sponsored the show, because everybody knows that I'm very blunt anyway.
Oh, yeah. And that's
a good ass
pizza.
pizza. Gracie's still eating it, and it's got onions and stuff on it that she's not even used to eating.
But those are the red onions, or I say purple onions. They're
Yeah.
purple. I don't know why they call them red onions. That's the debate we always have. Because when I order,
I don't
my
like
food guy.
pizza either.
Yeah,
she's
really?
not a
She's
big
person?
she's not a pizza person.
Well, that's one thing about this. If there's like all these different foods that you like, we'll put them on that crust and put some cheese on there and your buffalo, and you'll be happy.
But I try to tell folks, like I was watching this movie not long ago. And it was weird that they said it in this movie. I can't remember. It's got James Franco in it. It's on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
But the dude goes back in time to try to stop something or whatever. I can't remember all of the plot of it is.
The one on Netflix.
Yeah, whatever it is. It's the day that John Kennedy died is the name of the thing.
Yeah.
But it had nothing to do with the movie at all. But when he goes back in time, they make the point for him to say at some point in time in the show that you wouldn't believe how much better the food is now than it was back in 2020, or 2020 compared to 1963.
Right.
And I thought about that. And I remember even being a kid and how much better food was back then.
Right.
And you can't go, because we're used to all this processed bullshit and everything.
Oh,
like that.
definitely.
So going to places like yours where you actually can get like real food.
Real food, fresh.
Real food, real fresh and everything. Like if I could every day, like I would eat from your place or places like yours.
Well, good.
Because I don't want fast food. It's just the option that I have.
Like breakfast burritos. I'm gonna give you just one example. Since he brought up McDonald's, so I'm just gonna elaborate on that.
But they're trash.
So breakfast burritos, from places like that, come in a box. They're already wrapped. You know what I'm saying? They're already wrapped. Well, we do a breakfast burrito, and you can pick whatever meat, whether it's steak or chicken or, sausage, bacon, whatever. But we warm it up. We cook the egg, fold it and everything, put it on there, put your cheese on there, slice your meat up and put it on there, wrap it up fresh. It's not the same thing. It's something that comes straight out of a freezer and they pop it in a microwave. It makes a difference. You may eat something there that you would never eat anywhere else because it's not going to taste the same. It's really not. Yeah,
that's where me and Gracie get into an argument almost every time we go out to eat.
Mm-hmm. Look, I ate the whole slice.
Yeah, like that's weird for her.
Have you ate an Oreo?
Well, that's why I just gave her one. You ready?
Oh, okay.
So all these are
Put it on
Oreos.
my wing.
Go here, give me that one. If you don't want to get a little taste of wing on there.
I don't.
All right, you ready? Yeah.
Nothing better than dropping an Oreo in some funnel cake batter and sprinkling sugar on it.
I tried one time of doing these.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there was somebody I dated. You remember who that used to make these for us? Don't say her name. But anyway, she would do them, but she would do it in pancake batter.
Same difference.
It's
pretty much the same thing, yeah.
It's the same thing.
One just rises a little bit better, so that's actually what, yeah.
Good. Yeah. God, that's good.
Oh, and we have a fried Oreo sundae.
How do you make a fried Oreo sundae?
It's literally that, as simple as it sounds. It's just ice cream in a bowl with the fried Oreos around it, and then a little whipped cream and drizzle caramel and chocolate syrup on top, or raspberry or whatever you want. It's really good.
So, Grace.
It's like a $2 sundae.
Can I finish my Oreo?
Yeah. So before I forget about it, do you have those tests tomorrow? Are you done with all your testing?
Tomorrow.
It's Friday.
Yeah. It ends at 9:40 though.
It ends at 9:40? Okay. So me and Gracie, I'll wait then. I'm going to wait on you, and then we'll go. I got to go to South Carolina tomorrow to pick up a flag.
I thought it was Augusta.
It's the same difference. I mean, it's right on the line, wherever the hell we're going.
Pretty close.
But on our way back, if we haven't ate lunch yet, we'll stop by.
Yes,
and we'll
please
eat there again
do.
tomorrow. So we'll try a couple different other things.
Oh, yeah. And just know, Gracie, like if there's something like on the menu, because it's very detailed, it'll tell you what's in it. We want to be honest about that. If there's something in there you want that, but you don't want olives, or just tell them. Just tell them, I want it this way, but change it, make it your own. We'll do it for
you
you.
don't let me do that at other restaurants because you said that it's too much work.
It's
What?
not.
When I go to a restaurant and I want something, but I don't want half the stuff that's on it, you say, just get something.
No, I don't. I tell people to take stuff off.
No.
But some places won't do it.
We'll do it though. We want you to actually eat it
Okay.
and enjoy it.
So she'll help me explain this real fast. Some places, the stuff's already pre-made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And they're pre-made and they won't do it. Her place is fresh. So
Like
if
with
you
the
don't-
pizzas. So
Yeah.
if you go somewhere and it's a certain pizza and it comes that way,
They'll
like
have a
Hunt's
box.
Brothers,
Like
it's
if
already
you
made.
if you order a meat lover from a certain place, they already got a box of all the stuff set up
Yeah.
that you put on the grill, warm it back up real fast, and throw it on the pizza.
Right.
That's not like what she does. It's made fresh.
Is there only 4 restaurants in Cochrane?
There's not many. Oh. And then hold on, I'm reading something real fast. I'll
Yeah,
take
there's
care. I'll
only
take care of
4.
that. Yeah. What?
There's only 4 restaurants.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not talking about those 4 restaurants, asshole. What was your favorite thing?
I like the buffalo pizza.
See, that's crazy.
I know. You
She
said
doesn't
she didn't
eat.
even eat
She doesn't
pizza.
eat pizza.
Well, that
I'm-
makes me feel good then.
She really doesn't.
Yeah.
I get wings from Domino's and Pizza Hut. I hate
Well, see, you can
And it's
come there and you
trash.
could have wings and pizza.
Now those wings are good enough. It's so we've got one place in Macon. I guess you can count Wild Wings because you like it.
Mm-hmm.
But we got one place that actually. But I even get boneless from there. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get bone-in wings from many places because they mess them up.
Or they're not done all the way in the middle. Yeah.
That's where.
Well, ours are
Yeah.
oven roasted first, and then, they're dropped in the deep fryer so they'll be crispy.
yeah, I can see. That's how I want them done.
That's the best way to do them.
Well, I wish.
because then you can warm them up later,
Yeah.
or even eat them cold and they're still good.
I try to tell people all the time. Back before like Hooters got
Oh yeah,
Hooters is
ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
with their Hooters used to have banging wings.
right.
And now we don't have Piedmont's the only place in Macon I'll go to. But theirs are like smoked first and then dropped in
Mm-hmm. That's
something.
the best way
What
to
about
do it.
that other
Man,
place?
what place? Jags is good. Jags is good too. But they're owned by the same people, I think. So that's probably why they.
Yeah, probably so. They
That's
do
probably
it the
why
same
they
way.
get cooked the same way they do. Shout out Lisa Williams, love you. So yeah, like it's just hard to find stuff like that you actually feel like you're not just the service, but the food is what you expect when you pay for it. And the fact that your prices aren't any higher than what they are,
Oh, yeah.
makes it feel like you're getting a deal. That's my
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
thing, going to a place and feel like I'm getting a deal when I eat there.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's what we're trying to do. So
Did you eat all your buffalo?
No, we're finna eat some more in just a minute. But so
she's already eyeing that piece. So
you got a drawing coming up though.
we do.
So tell them about your drawing real fast.
okay,
While we're
well,
looking through some more food over here.
Okay. Well, our 2-year anniversary is on next Wednesday, October the 5th, and just like last year, we're going to have some drawings for free food. We're going to have a grand prize drawing at the end of the day. Our grand prize is a free sandwich a week for the entire year. So that gives you 52 free sandwiches. You get to choose from anything on the menu. We've got at least 40 to choose from, and it doesn't matter if it's breakfast, lunch, what time of the day it is. That'll give everybody a chance to try something new and then pick their favorites. We'll have a free cookie like that whole day for any kids that come in, and we'll do a total of 10 to 15 drawings throughout the day, and giving away all kind of meals, free food, that kind of thing. And we are going to we're gonna start doing drinks, non-alcoholic, but I don't know if you've ever heard of Italian sodas. Like back in the day, when you go to the pharmacy, they'd have their soda, and you'd have like whatever fruit flavor, and and just make the sodas, on the bar. Well, we're gonna start doing that in October, and we do our strawberry lemonade now. We make our own strawberry lemonade. I love it, and we're gonna have several different drinks, and so we are gonna, during that drawing, whoever wins the sandwich, we're also gonna name one of our drinks, our signature drinks, after them. So
That's cool.
that gets your name on the menu, so every time you come in, they're like, hey, I did that. So, but we'll have different things coming up, and just keep looking on our Facebook page, and we'll start posting some of the things that's coming soon.
Did you just grab the other piece of
I
buffalo?
think she might have.
Gracie!
I didn't see it. I couldn't.
How are you not
save it.
eating the crust? Try the crust on it.
didn't.
You don't eat the rest of it. The crust is good.
It really is.
Crust is my favorite part of anything.
It's actually got chicken in it. It's really good.
See? You got to start trying more shit, bro.
And
Well-
hey, when in doubt, dip it in buffalo and ranch. Dip it in there. I'm still sitting here trying to imagine that that syrup on them chicken livers, though. I'm going to have to try that.
It's weird. And I'll tell you what's even weirder is I'm in Nashville a lot, and you have all these hipster places.
Oh, yeah.
I hate them. I hate them because they're just not my style.
You're like me. You're just too country. Some
Yeah, I'm
places
just
you
too
go,
country.
it just doesn't
But
make sense.
The other day, the place that I got booked at staying at was above a butcher shop. And in this butcher shop, they made sandwiches and stuff or whatever. So it's like literally underneath me. So I'm like, okay. I obviously am going to hate this place. But I got walked in because when I think of a butcher,
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of M&T's over here that kills it.
Right.
I'm thinking of places around here that it's just country meat.
Oh, yeah.
Like how we like it.
Yeah.
Walked in this place, and I let this dude, who looked like he's never ate a piece of meat in his life, by the way. I mean, he looked like he was homeless, but he probably had more money than me.
Yeah.
I let him talk me into eating one of their ham and cheeses. I don't know what was on it. There was some kind of jelly and shit on, like a pepper jelly or something on it, and it was on some weird bread or whatever.
Pepper jelly. Yeah, it's probably green pepper.
It was horrible. It was horrible. And
Yeah.
I literally had a conversation with this dude, and I was like, what are y'all doing here? He was like, you're kind of the first person that ever said you didn't like it.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, let me give you, and like we got to talking about what I did for a living. And he was like, well, let me give you some other stuff to try. Potato salad was trash. Everything was trash. And he was explaining to me, he was like, look, this is the way we do it where I'm from.
Ooh.
And I was like, well, I'd have been skinny there.
Right.
And then like I was
So
telling,
the whole skinny thing made sense to you then, huh?
oh yeah, it's like, you don't eat a lot of this shit. There was something in their potato salad was hard as a rock. And I asked him, I asked him about it, and he was like, no, this is cooked. Like, this is the way, it was some type of vegetable that almost looked like a piece of a pasta.
Uh-huh.
Very weird.
Huh.
But I always give like some
yeah,
people
we'll try it
that.
once.
But I would and then the worst part was the charge at the end of it for the ham and cheese.
Oh, my goodness.
I get mad about that because I know places like yours exist.
Right.
These hometown places exist that you're literally just making something that's already been made 100 times, but you're putting a little bit of
Just
your
some
effort
little
into it.
something,
Something
your
little something.
spin on it.
That's why people from the South, I'll take our cooking against anybody's.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I hope everybody goes to your restaurant. I hope they check it
thank
out.
you.
I hope they get in on the raffle. Everything that you're doing.
I hope you guys get to stop by tomorrow. So
I hope we do
Gracie
too.
can
I got to call
see the
him as soon as
place.
we leave here because I want her to miss school tomorrow, but I can't.
Right. You
If
gotta
you
let her
leave
do
at
your
10, I
test.
think we can still be there by
But
12:30.
my test starts at 8, and I usually get done like.
I wonder if I write you a note. If I write you a note,
I'll still get counted absent.
I don't care about you getting cat absent. I just want you to take
Be
your
able to take
test.
her test, yeah.
That's what we'll do. Who's your first? We'll talk about when we get done. I don't know why I'm talking.
And we're open till
Oh,
8.
I'll message.
We're
you.
open till 8 p.m. tomorrow night, so because tomorrow's
Sweet.
Friday, right? So we're open till 8, so we'll have plenty of time.
Sweet. Well,
Mr. Bain's my first.
well, drop your social media stuff again.
Okay.
Address, phone number,
Okay.
any
well,
other info that you need to drop before
Okay.
we get
Well, we're
off.
on Facebook. Just look up Lori's Dive-In. It's 8 Commerce Street, Alamo, Georgia. Phone number is 912-568-1645. We're open Monday through Thursday from 6:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. We're open on Friday night until 8 p.m. and we're open Saturdays from 11 to 5 right now. We may change a little bit and go a little backwards because it's hunting season. A lot of our hunters like to come in around 10, so we're probably going to back up till about 10, but we're open till 5 on Saturdays, closed on Sunday.
Well, thank you for coming and
thank
hanging
y'all.
out, feeding us, and thank you
I'm
most
just
of
so
all
happy
of
that
making
she
good
liked
food.
everything because, it makes me feel good to know that she doesn't
If
normally
you
eat
knew,
pizza.
see, this is what I was scared of.
Yeah.
She's real.
Yeah, I can tell.
Gracie
Yeah.
don't play.
I think it's something in the name. My daughter's a Gracie,
That-
and she does not have a filter. She will tell you just how she feels.
When I told her at the beginning of the week, like, hey, you're doing this with me, she's like, if I don't like it, I can't
I'm
lie.
going to, yeah. But hey,
I was like, Gracie,
we like to have
real.
feedback on both ends because that helps us get better. If we need to do better, we're all about it. We'll do better.
I'm glad you do because not enough places do, and
You
it's
have
not.
to. You
it's
can't
not,
get
it's
mad
nothing,
about it. Not
it's nothing
everybody's
but
going to like the
constructive
same
criticism.
thing.
Yeah.
But I'm always looking for somebody to say, well, hey, why don't you try this? Or maybe instead of doing it this way. I mean, we don't get mad about that. I mean, the whole point is giving you what you want. You're the ones that's paying the bills, so we got to keep those people happy.
I hope you get so much business off just that right there.
But
Understanding,
it really is the
understanding
truth,
that that's
though, for
what it's
real.
about.
It is. That's what it's all about.
Good food and good customer service. You're gonna get it at your good place.
Yes. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Well, Gracie, why don't you tell them bye, and we'll get on out of here for today.
Bye-bye.
Say thank you for listening to the show, jackass.
Oh, thanks for listening to the show.
And all the birthday wishes. Everybody told you happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
You're just an ungrateful shit. Anyway, thank you for coming, Lori.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you for being an asshole, Gracie. Happy late birthday. Love you guys. We will see you soon.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices, which adds up to big savings for the win. You also earn fuel points on every purchase, which means you win big at the pump. The Kroger Plus card. All you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Choose from a great selection of digital coupons and use them up to 5 times in one transaction. Check our app for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.